Yeah, I've been looking at some information with the stimulus going on and everything, and it got me thinking the Federal Reserve and what families over that. So I looked up the net worth for the Rothschilds, and they worth $500 trillion according to them, and they own 80% of the world's wealth, and that's all according to them. Now, another website stated earlier that they was around $1 trillion worth in wealth, but it doesn't say what type of currency it is. So it's got to be the highest valued currency out there. So $1,200 to every American. But there's only potential, according to them, that actually are in control and make the money. Literally make the money. They state they are worth as much as all debts in the world that they can actually pay off. I can't keep my composure right now. Because if that is true, what the fuck? I was born from the wrong set of balls. Damn. Although most of them don't look that great as people, attractive. I'm looking at a family photo, nope, I would not. But that money, a little bit of constructive surgery to make everything look good, hell yeah. Now, with that said, if they own most of the world's wealth, it's going to be in real estate. It's going to be in those financial markets. It's going to be those corporations. Everybody owe them money. So if they're worth that much and they are a family as being one entity that can be wiped out and then the whole world's totally fine with it, I'm wondering, do they have their own private military or something? Because with that much wealth, even with $1 trillion worth of wealth, then something's quite odd about that being a thing. And since they so damn wealthy and they got all that currency, it doesn't indicate where that currency, if it's just mostly liquid or an ownership of property or land and all that stuff. I'm still stuck on how much it is. It's just weird. So who will be powerful enough besides a government to actually fund areas in which they can control population? Not saying they did it, but kind of odd that a lot of videos of them saying shit that's borderline bat shit in regards to population control. But anyway, yet on the backs of those people, they became very wealthy, and according to them, they worth $500 trillion. Now, I don't know how much stock to put in actually saying that they have that much money, and then I'm pretty sure there'll be some fabrication out there of them not having that much money. They want to mask how much money they actually have, because then they will probably need a whole army to protect them, because the whole world's hurting right now. Everybody owes you money or have a deal with you, and using the U.S.'s military might to threaten people, and then honey trapping world leaders and other people of influence into positions of being in servitude to said areas within this world with a Jeffrey Epstein type. Yeah, the puppeteer might be worth that much money. Not saying it's them, just saying it's kind of weird to have or declare that you have that much money. With that said, I'm imagining you just snap your fingers and say, build a house over there and just tear down all those houses. Build me a big ass motherfucking villa or something like that. And it'll be done in a month. Even right now, where nobody can open up any of their areas of services, they can literally bail out the U.S. if they are worth that much by themselves. All 20 some odd trillion dollars U.S. debt. Hold on, let me look it up. Yep, I was right. It's 22 trillion according to wikipedia.org. I don't know how much you can actually put stock into that, but it's some huge arbitrary number that nobody can fathom having in their bank account. So it's $22 trillion plus in debt. And if you have a family worth 500 trillion, they could easily that's like a bloop, there you go. That was like what? I would say that's like what, $2,000 to them or something like that. Their money. I'm guessing. Maybe 20 million in their money. Yeah, that'll be like 20 million, right? I guess. I don't know. But damn. And I'm sitting up here budging in the little ass shit that I got. Oh man. Yeah, that really bring me me back to actually coming to an understanding that none of this shit matters. The biggest ringleader you want to actually look into is the one that controls everything. Wherever the puppeteer holds his strings, in whatever industry that might be, you want to keep a close eye as to what they're doing, and then those that they actually control and they use as the face of doing said things, such as Obama or something like that, where they'll put that person in the seat to do something for them, where they don't actually have to show their face doing that said object. So then they'll just work through that person without actually being a part of the whole entire process of being the face of said possible ill will towards people at the lower echelon of the economy. So this is going to be a short video. I just wanted you to dwell on the idea that why is somebody worth more than most nations in the world? I mean, why would one country, one family, oh yeah, and also one country, would allow a family to wind up becoming that wealthy? Seem like to gain the American wealth or the American dream that they sold to you, which is a pretty much a idealistic lie these days, it's non-existent. It's not really a thing. So it's just an ideal to give you this push to try to still remain a cog in the wheel of this rat race they call capitalism, which is not really a capitalistic system fully, because they say free market's supposed to, save everything, and it does nothing when it requires the assholes that's telling you that the free market will fix itself on its own, putting their fingers into the market to make sure it actually moves in the pattern that they want it to move in by selling out everybody else underneath it. This is trickle down. If they are worth $500 trillion, according to them, even if they're worth $1 trillion, it shows that trickle down economy strategy is just stupid. So yeah, even Jeff Bezos being that wealthy is stupid. So yeah, you're welcome. Oh well. And all I have the power to do is bring it to your attention as to where you should be laying your investment on. Invest your time in researching the areas where money go, because when it comes to a stimulus, and I'm throwing up quotations of stimulus to corporations, which is nothing more but a bailout to them, when it comes to that, they get it. They are going to get it because they owe someone. And if they owe someone, then it's going right back into the pockets of the people that actually creates the currency. So it's in these areas where you will actually get a real stimulus out of the entire package. But what they given you so far was $1,200 that will not last you as much as toilet paper would last you within a month. A billionaire wipes their ass with that. Trillionaire goes to lunch with that, but then later wipe their ass with it. So when I say your government does not have anything for you, whether you be in a different country or in America, invest your time and money and your efforts on the area in which they actually do placate to, those that be the politicians that make up the body of the government itself. Whoever they play fealty to, they go kiss the ring of the rich asshole that gives them money and have control and power. Might go out in public and denounce the person a little bit too, and that's all for show, just to get popular opinion on their side, because they can't just totally cheat an election based on certain constructs underneath the government itself and its constitution. So in some cases, the more technology that they move over into, with less securities attached to those technologies, they can easily make a narrative, if they own the media, that this person is popular based on fudged, fabricated polls and polling, to where they create the organization that verifies said information and tell you this is what you should trust, because this organization, only organization, or multiple organizations if they should make them, says so, until you actually go source and see where they got their source of information from, and proving that information is correct. It's a lot more difficult these days when the information isn't that readily available to the public and only a few get to see it, because it's mostly word of mouth and a few fabricated documents made to make it look like it's a real thing, while in the background something else is going on. Because when wealth gets this out of control for one family, worth trillion to probably $500 trillion going to them. How much can you actually trust what is actually in front of you when it comes to the world itself, trying to control your opinion about the world with fabrications to direct your attention to one location or multiple locations work in favor of a bigger entity that not only control government, control other people of wealth and power in order to get things done. That which has more power and more wealth have a higher possibility of getting things done. Structured AI system that I'm building with artificial intelligence and machine learning, information in which you actually data source or scrub will reap a better table of possibilities based on the certain factors that you put underneath the program itself. And the human emotion is the biggest thing within the markets that you have to consider. The wealthiest people within those markets have an agenda, will direct those markets any way they need to, even if they have to lie about where the market is going. They could close down the markets. They can control all the communications and internet services through the markets, slow down those servers just to save their own ass, because they get to go out right into the building where it's taking place, tell them to turn off those machines or slow it down, slow access or cut the internet service to that, so that they can slow down the trades and it's only on the floor within their exchanges. They making deals in the background in those smoke-filled rooms, preparing to fuck everybody else in the ass that's in the market that can't sell their shares at that moment in time. So, yeah, we're at that point where I can see very clearly now, if said information is true, then we got a huge problem. And with that said too, that 1 trillion was Snopes. They the one that indicated that they're worth 1 trillion. So you got Snopes saying it, you got the family saying they worth more, and you have other sources saying a different story where you don't believe or understand how much of the data that you are gathering is a fact. And when you own the resources and all of the services in the financial market, you can fabricate any number of value that your family is worth. Man, their taxes got to be great. Yeah, I really wonder how much taxes they pay. You know what? That's going to be the last thing I talk about with this story. Well, not really a story, just another area in which I actually want to speak on when it comes to investing your hard-earned money, which really doesn't have a basis, only in making sure that you live a little bit more comfortably than somebody that has to live on the street. Because the cost of living goes up, so your ability to make money requires you to have 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. Wow. I don't got any information on if the Rothschilds as a family paid a certain amount of money in taxes, but I did find that Rothschilds told Trump over a year ago, January 3rd, 2019, according to OccupySF.net, which it is in a tweet here. It says Rothschild tells Trump to shut the fuck up about reforming their Federal Reserve Bank. Wow. Well, that's probably another story for later. For right now, yeah. I don't got anything in accordance to if they paid a certain amount of money to pay taxes. Well, there's Bloomberg reporting on Rothschild broke from dynasty and still became super wealthy. Rothschild, well, there's the Millennial Report, Rothschild Global Crime Syndicate and how it works. And then there's the Wealth Record, Rothschild Family Net Worth 2020. So many avenues are digging into them at the current moment in time. And I'm pretty sure over time, a lot of people will actually come to this conclusion as well, or start speaking on this topic. But anyway, I don't have any beef with them. I'm like, damn, it must just be nice to be them. Because then I'd be in a different mindset if my ass wasn't at the total opposite spectrum of where they're at right now. Yeah, they're white, wealthy landowners and control all of the financial markets of the world. The biggest colonizing process and takeover is the takeover of all currency and resources. Nicely done. Nicely done. Well, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for listening. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.